Hey guys, welcome to another episode of DayZ Tips and Tricks. Today's video is going to be about the second largest city on the southern coast of Chernarus, Elektrozavodsk, or Elektro for short. Elektro may be a smaller city than Cherno, but it makes up for it with the amount of military spawns it has in comparison to Cherno. Before we get into that, let's talk about water pumps. There are 4 water pumps in and around Elektro, 2 in the city and 2 on the outskirts. The first building I'm going to mark here with a cross is the church. The church is really easy to see from far away because of its golden roof and is a good spot to know. The church is near one of the 2 firehouses in Elektro, which I've marked here in blue. As you would expect, people are always fighting over the firehouses and their loot, so I like to call this area in between the 2 firehouses a hot spot for player activity because people tend to loot one of the firehouses and then quickly sprint to the other one hoping to find some military loot. The grocery store is right in between the 2 firehouses, which adds even more loot to this very small area. And if that wasn't enough, the school, which has a military spawn on the top floor, is right across the street from the grocery store. And on top of that, down the street from the school is the hospital. As you can see, there are many lootable buildings with military spawns in such a close proximity to each other that oftentimes on populated servers, Elektro becomes a war zone. Countless times I've been snooping around the southern side of the docks and I can hear gunshots erupt all over the northeast side of the city by the school and the grocery store. Near the hospital, there is one of the 2 machine shops in the city, which I've marked in pink. The machine shops also have military spawns, and they can spawn a Mosin or an M4 on top of the stairs inside of them. Combined with the 2 firehouses and the school, that's 5 spots that can have military loot, making Elektro a great place to loot. That is, if you can get in before anyone else does, and make it out alive. Near the docks, there is a factory building and a large office building which holds civilian loot. The dock area of the city doesn't have any military spawns besides the machine shop. That is why most of the player action is concentrated in the area around the firehouses and the hospital. Everything marked in yellow are residential buildings, which spawn civilian loot. Besides the military spawns, Elektro can be a great place to stock up on food and civilian items, if you're careful. One of the things you should remember when you're in Elektro is that there are hills to the north of the city. Snipers love to camp in the hills. If you are being sniped at, chances are he's hiding up in the hills, and there isn't much you can do besides move quickly from cover to cover. In conclusion, Elektro is a great place to get a gun, but there can be so many people in and around the military spawns that it becomes extremely dangerous. Use extreme caution when looting the firehouses and the hospital. The city may look empty, but you never know who's hiding in the alleyways or in the buildings. That's it for this video. If you liked this video and found the information useful, hit subscribe. I'm trying to upload informative DayZ videos once or twice a week. If you're wondering what a military spawn is, or what civilian loot entails, check out my other DayZ video, the Buildings and Loot Guide. Thanks for watching guys, and good luck to you in DayZ.